Hello guys and welcome back to Legomaster627's Creations. Today is Monday, May 22nd of 2023, and while today we are not creating anything, we will be in the next episode though. Hint, hint, May 24. Today we got a big event to showcase. And we finally finished it just now at 10:34. Okay, technically most of the event was done hours ahead of time. It's just I added in a last few minute additions, such as you can't see it, but the garden in the front yard was added, and I also had to update this sign over here in particular that was done just now. But most of this was done ahead of time, and I also had to add in all the past signs for the remade farewell party for the backyard. But anyway, automatically jumping right into it, heading right here, we have attention. The house and backyard are closing on May 24th, 2023. In memory, we put together an event looking back at our favorite memories in this house, from this house and backyard. Enjoy the celebration and come back for the closure at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on Wednesday, May 24th, 2023. Exactly 5 years after the close of the IRL house and backyard. Okay, looks like I forgot to put a space in between that. I didn't know that until right now. But ironically though, this is technically in celebration of the 5-year anniversary since we moved out of this place. So I made a massive celebration. So what are we going to start with? The house or the backyard? Well, since we're already right in front of the house, I may as well just get into it right now as we speak. Because oh boy, we got a massive celebration today. It is absolutely freaking insane. Alright, with all that being said, let's get into it. Oh, wait, whoa. Hold on, let's showcase the outside first. As you can see, the front of the house looks completely decorated. And, yeah, we got a gigantic running growing all over the place. Even the backyard, it goes all over the house. Oh yeah, the garden has been added, as I just addressed. That was one last minute addition. Yeah, that was last minute. Adding it in the garden. Anyway, again, the house is decorated like this. It looks super cool, and it's all in celebration. Just to be clear, basically everything that isn't the original backyard farewell party are all custom. Remember what I said about a major twist with this backyard farewell party remake? There would be a major twist? Guess what the major twist is? The entire house inside is decorated. That's the twist. And oh boy, we're about to get into it right now, actually. No, literally right now, we're actually about to get into it right here. So, with all of that being said, alright, so what do we want to do? Do we want to start off with the front yard? Now that I think about it, should we start off here? You know what? As we're making our way out, actually, we'll come out from the lanai and then make our way over there. That's how we'll do it. Okay, so let's get into the house. And as you can see, we can already automatically start jumping in right here. While there are no decorations here outside of this blue runner, by the way, prepare to see this thing freaking everywhere. Yeah, literally, prepare to see this thing freaking everywhere. Because, oh boy. Yeah, this thing's everywhere in this party. This thing goes all over the place. Anyway, jumping into our first room. This one is actually, I think, kind of a recognizable room. But there are a few modifications. Number 1. This is Christmas in Florida House 2. This is from December 2015, 2016, and 2017. As practically the living room from this house for Christmas every year practically almost looked always identical. No, literally, the tree was in the same spot all 3 years. And so were the stockings, which, by the way, that is the one modification. The stocking has been turned into concrete rather than wool because in the 2022 event, when we came here, they were burning because of the fireplace. The wool has also been replaced with heavy pressure plates as well. So that is a nice little new addition. So that is pretty cool. So, as you can see, the runner goes here, so we're going to go all along here. We're not going to go to the lanai just yet. We're actually going to wait until we get through the whole house first. So, we step in here and... yeah, you're probably wondering, what the frick happened here? Yeah, notice how different it looks in here? Well, I'll take you a little throwback. Concrete kitchen from December 2014. Now, you're probably thinking, how do I have December 2014 in here when we clearly moved into this house on January 4th, 2015? May I remind you all that moving in here was a process. Fun facts. This is what the room looked like before implementing the wood floor. Remember what I said back when we were first starting to recreate this house in September 2022 when I said that I had to put in a wood floor for the kitchen? This is what it looked like prior to that, but of course in Minecraft. So that proves that was not a joke back then of what I said. And that exactly proves it. In December of 2014 or around August, I want to say around August or December, I'm going to go with December 2014, is when I implemented this with my dad. We actually helped implement this. So that proves that all of that was not a joke. So much so that the TV isn't even here. The table isn't even here. Not even the pantry is here. Because all of this was prior to us moving in. At least a month before we moved in. So that was something. And that can explain this room design. So what are your all thoughts on this? Oh, and apparently I forgot to put the doors back for the fridge. Because technically, they actually were there during this. So give me just 1 second. Where are those again? There they are. So those were actually there during this. So I just forgot to add them back real quick. There we go. That is hopefully the only thing I have to fix. I really hope I don't prove myself wrong later. Now, going along the runner again, it'll lead us upstairs, but I actually want to go back around. Yep, actually, right, this way. That's better. Oh, and just to be clear, there are no more past rooms here. It may seem like this is decorated, but in reality, none of these rooms are decorated because they barely had any design. Not even the garage is updated because this barely had any designs. Also, yeah, let me just kill these guys real quick. Oh, I think that's still there from St. Patrick's Day. That is. I gotta remove that. Okay, I knew I wasn't done fixing things. Can we go at least one event tour without that? That would be nice. I think we have at least at one point. Alright, let's close that. And now, once again, we're actually going to make our way over to here. And hold on, let me just get that out of here. That's better. Oh, I also shouldn't technically be wearing this hat anymore, considering that was from the Bike Derby event. Now, going upstairs, we have way more rooms up here compared to downstairs. So, starting off automatically with the classroom. Yep, it automatically becomes night in here because this is the spooky classroom from October 2015, aka the first Halloween in this house. So, yep, it says tell scary stories, and then these are the decorations I had in this room back then. This would, of course, be on Halloween. That's why it says Happy Halloween. So this was back in Halloween 2015, but remade in Minecraft. Just to be clear, all these rooms that you've been seeing were actual rooms in real life. Just now recreated in Minecraft. I'm talking about the past rooms. So yeah. That's pretty cool, right? So yeah, all of these were rooms at one point, outside of the runner, of course. The blue runner obviously wasn't there. No, that's exclusive to this party. So yeah, as you can see, yeah, it looks like this. So much so that actually some of the lights got knocked out in here. But that was done on purpose for the spooky part. In fact, none of these rooms are decorated. In fact, going back to daytime, there is absolutely nothing in these rooms. Going back in here, that's really it for the room. So now, we're done. There's nothing around these rooms, hence why the runner doesn't go that far. Not even in here is decorated because there was not really any designs in here. But when we go into Rose Crystal's room, this is where things get even more insane. Pre-move-in, December 2014, because I do actually remember this room before we actually moved in. Yeah, there was actually at least one time where this room actually had something in it prior to us moving in. An air mattress. Yep, that's literally it. I'm not even kidding. Yep, that's literally it. And that's all we have since, again, this was before we moved in. A lot of these take place before moving into this house, surprisingly. And the last house design outside of the lanai and the front yard garden is my room. And then we go to the backyard for the original farewell party, which is all remade from the original video. Back to the point. This is my room, or technically Ampro's room as well, since we both shared the room back then. This is from when we first moved in January 2015. Notice how most of these are literally from the first year and prior to it. Well, don't worry. When we get to other rooms such as the backyard and front yard, more of them will be from when we actually were in here in later years. Because the house didn't really change much, for the most part, in the 3 years that we were in it. The backyard, on the other hand, that changed a lot. So that's why you're going to be seeing a lot more later years when we get down there. I thought I'd just bring that up real quick. So yeah. That is really, really cool. And these were our old beds back then, which I did show you footage of back in the day. In fact, actually, I think I actually do have footage, actually. You know what? I'll show you footage right now for the heck of it, because I have to do something in this video. There it is. There's real life things. Alright, alright. Hold on, let me just cut it. Just cut it real quick. Yep, you can clearly see. Take a look at this. Look at that. See? Remade. Everything. I know, I'm scrolling backwards, but... Yep. There you go. Beds prior to this. There you go. There's your proof. Right there. Yep, there's your proof. Proving that that is all not a joke. Anyway, back to the idea. Also, I did update the shelves after realizing how they actually looked. I had to actually look at the footage we just took a look at. And this was the table with the old PC we used to have with Zoa's Lab 1 and many other worlds. Anyway, that's super cool. Anyway, now that all of that is over with, it is really weird not having anything right here. And it also kind of feels weird not having that third note block. But hey, at least the keyboard's still here. To an extent. Anyway, that is it for mainly the whole house. Now we can actually head back down and now out to the lanai. What are your all thoughts on this so far now that we're down here? What are your thoughts? Just to be clear, I had to recreate practically almost all of those house rooms from memory. I think the only ones I didn't have to do include the living room design, and actually that's it. Actually, this one I also had to do from video footage as well. So the living room and lanai designs and all of the backyard, I all did from video footage. The rest outside of that were all from memory. So please be proud, honestly, as we go through the rest of these, because oh boy, it took way more dedication than you may think. Like, I'm not even kidding, guys. This took way more dedication than you may think. So I don't think they actually went out that far. But speaking of which, this is the Hurricane Irma from September 2017. Because back then, yeah, that was actually serious. And practically almost half the backyard got destroyed because of it. And in fact, a lot of places got destroyed because of it. However, since this was the only unique lanai design I could find from the 3-year history, yeah, this kind of made sense. Also, since it cleared out a majority of the room, I think even this rug, in fact, so let me just remove it real quick. Done. But it removed so much from the room, and ironically after this party, a lot of this is going to be removed in the first place, but will be added again back in later months. As I will reset everything back to before this happened. Before, you know, the closure and everything, but it will still act like it's closed in the first place. The house will be mainly empty for a few months. I don't know how long. But either way, yep, this is practically acting exactly like that, which is insane. So yep, that is really cool. And we also have the little runner going in here too. So technically you could either go from here in the Christmas room to out here, and then you would find it. And then you could look over here and see the sign and see where it was. Now, let's go out to the front yard real quick, as I did tell you I would go there later, after we get to the lanai. So now we have the front yard garden from March 2018, which was literally 2 months without here. So this is my best recreation of it. In fact, it's so insane because we got rid of this garden like, oh, I don't know, 4 years later. Practically exactly 4 years later, which is insane, by the way. Yeah, we literally got rid of the gardens like practically almost exactly 4 years later, which was insane. And it really is insane, man. Like, yeah, 4 years later, we actually got rid of them. So, we did this honor. Plus, also, we needed at least 2018 in here. Oh, and that's not the only one. But, yep, there you go. That's how it looks. Looks absolutely amazing. And, well, that's really cool. So, guys, we are now done with the house. And now, we're going to go to the backyard itself. Because now, it's time for the farewell party. At least the remake. All of this technically has been the farewell party. But the recreated version in the backyard, though, now presents itself. I guess the only thing that technically is custom is this runner going all the way over here. So that's the only custom thing. Outside of that, the rest of this is all remade from the original party. And well, it shows, because this is practically what it looks like. I know. How freaking insane is that? Like, seriously. This took way too much time. By the way, the recreated farewell party in the old backyard here was done on May 21st, exactly 5 years after it started. The stuff in the house, though, was done here on May 22nd. So technically, I started a day in advance. Mainly because the farewell party for the backyard started on the 21st, but the house stuff came out on the 22nd. Just so I could prove that this still actually began on the 22nd. Now, we're obviously going to go in the order that I did it in the original video. So, first things first, the top of the pump house has the backyard farewell shirt, which was the first ever custom shirt to ever come out in the backyard. In fact, this is the first shirt ever to be based off of an actual real-life shirt. So, let's take it off, put it on, and yeah, take off the elytra. I could have done that from my, to do that otherwise in my inventory. Aside for that, for the actual room on the, this is how it looks. Very cool and very. So, what are all your comments and tell me what you think. Now, let's move on to the celebration of fall from September 2017. Design in the celebration. This was actually a garden. See, now we're getting to the legend up there. Remember what I said? Yep, I see. And hey, I wasn't lying. Going here, we have the original 300 episode celebration. I think the only thing I forgot was the item. At least I have the... You want to know? So party from July 2017, from when we... So that is pretty sweet. Anyway, yeah, that's... Of course, like the original, we have the wood in here. And fun fact, this design was also seen in the summer party last June through August. So that's probably why you can recognize this design. Going over here, we have the hole in logs from October 26th, which was practically just HQ Expedition. No, sorry, Expedition for Supplies. This was before HQ Expedition. Holy frick. Anyway, this is my best reincarnation of it. Sorry, reincarnation. There we go. Actually, I don't even remember what that means, if I recall. Anyway, that's how it looks, and it looks pretty sweet. Alright guys, second to last room for this entire event overall. The Dirt Hole and Sticks from September 2016. Don't you just love how most of these are from 2016? I know. I wanted to take you all to notice. And remember what I said earlier that that wasn't the only one from 2018? Hey, it had to be featured somewhere. Celebration of Spring 2018 from March 2018, which ironically was never recreated in this yard. Yeah, it's because I didn't feel like doing that. Plus also, we didn't have a spring event at the time. Also, I was pretty inactive with this world at the time, so I also didn't make it for that reason alone. Anyway, that's it for the entire video. Because that's the entire party. What are all your thoughts on this party? It is a gigantic event that took probably like a day to do. And I'm just happy with how it came out. It truly was something. And before you ask, yes, Rose Crystal was in the world earlier to check it out. I didn't want to do it because back then, not even the entire event was complete by the time I had her come check it out. I just wanted her to see my progress, and then she didn't come back on after. So yeah, if you're curious, yes, Rose Crystal was here earlier. I forgot to mention that at the beginning of the video. Thank you so much for watching. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next episode on May 24th when we start recreating my current house, or at least continuing it after we started it in September. I'll see you in the next one. And what is your favorite room in this party? Comment down below.